Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nikita Prokhorov, I am a co-founder of Reputation House company. Our company is one of the leaders in online reputation management industry. But today I'm not going to promote our company, today I'm not going to provide you with some hidden advertisement. Today I will tell you 3 stories about our clients, 3 very interesting cases which can be useful for you. Let's start. Story number 1 will be about a real negative case of client. Think about negativity in internet. We all are afraid of negative in internet. We all hate to get negative comments in Instagram, negative messages in private messages, in LinkedIn. And yes, we all don't like criticism in internet and even in offline. But someday I got a request from a real huge corporation. Actually, I suppose this brand is real global, and many of you have heard about this client. And they told me, Nikita, we suffer some crisis with negative comments, but we would like somebody who will assess a real quantity of negative mentions about us online. I answered him, okay, everything will be great, I just need a couple of days for audit of your online reputation. Stay cool, stay quiet, everything will be great. And when we finished our presentation, I was really surprised because we really counted quantity of unique negative comments and feedbacks about this brand. And now remember this figure. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are afraid of one negative comment which you see in Instagram, maybe somebody sent you two negative mentions in Facebook. Now listen to this figure. This brand gets more than 2,500 unique negative comments and messages, reviews, feedbacks every day. 2,500 negative feedbacks daily. It was a surprise for me. I sent them this presentation and they sent me feedback with a happy smile. Thank you, Nikita, everything great. I met with them next day and I asked them, guys, look at this. Such figures, 2,500 negative comments, it's a disaster. And they told me, Nikita, actually, we are not sure that everything correct. We have expected much higher quantity. They are marketers, I suppose they are one of the greatest marketers in the world. And 2,500 comments was not something terrible for them. They expected something more. So stop being afraid of negative right now, today. Because if you are still don't like negative mentions, remember about 2,500 negative comments every day. Story number 2 is about one more global brand. I got an email from our existing client and the email contained a request. Nikita, we are going globally, we expand our marketing and our sales to Asia, to China, to Japan, so you should adapt our social networks. I told them, okay, I will find something interesting for you. But then I looked through the PDF file which was attached to this email and it contained something brilliant and really interesting for me. Because there was a request, Instagram must be adapted to China. Wikipedia must be adapted to all international regions. And there were several more local social networks, like for example VK, it is the most popular social network in Eastern Europe. RuTube, it's a video hosting from Eastern Europe too. And they wanted me to adapt all these social medias to Asian market and to create account for Asian market and all these local platforms. So please understand one very interesting thing. If you are really going to become global brand, sometimes you won't be able to adapt your current social networks to new countries, because almost every country includes its own social networks, its own search engines, and sometimes you won't be able to use your current social networks on other markets. Please understand that, for example, Facebook and Instagram will be totally useless for you, for example, in China, because there are many local social networks in China, they are happy with all the local social networks, It's okay, you will have to create your account there, in their own local social networks, and start your SEO, search engine optimization, on every local search engine. Have you ever thought that actually Google is not the most famous search engine in some countries? For example, Yahoo is still the most important search engine in some countries, and Yandex is very popular in some Eastern Europe countries. And you will have to adapt your work and your marketing activities for every search engine and for every social network in every region. Story number 3 will be about top manager, a really big boss. He's a co-founder of several factories, not brands, factories, huge factories, international factories. And he sent me a message on Facebook. Nikita, I have a trouble, there is a bad news in my search engine. When I read these messages, bad news in his search engines, I wondered, what is he? Maybe it is a co-founder of Google or co-founder of Yahoo. Okay, I called him. And during our discussion, I understood. Then when he told me about his search engine, he meant not his search engine, he meant results about him in search engine result pages in Google. So, but it's not the most interesting fact. He told me that line result number 1 in Google contains bad information about him. I opened this article was really terrible. There was fake information about crimes, about very bad stories about him. But he told me that he read this article every day, and all his employees read this article every day, and he has already sent this article to all his friends. I listened to the story and I told him, I have free advice for you. You don't need to pay me anything. Please just block this website in your office. Please block this website in all your factories. Don't read it and never send it to anybody. He told me, how can't I send it to everybody because it is really a disaster, I don't like it. Guys, please understand one thing. If you read bad articles about you, you promote these materials. If you send bad articles about you, negative articles about you, you promote these articles. When you stop reading, when you stop checking, when you ignore negative information in Google, you stop promoting it. And when he really stopped read this information, when he stopped sending it to everybody and they really blocked this article in all their factories, in all their offices, this article in Google, it dropped from position 1 to position 2, from position 2 to position 3. I checked this article 7 months ago, it was number 9 in top 10 of Google, and I suppose that it will be suppressed out of first page in search engine result pages of Google maybe next month. So think about all these stories. They are about your self-confidence and are about your reputation online. First of all, start loving your brands right now. If you love your brand, if you enjoy your work, everybody will enjoy your work and your products. Number 2, adapt your work to every new region and every new market which is interesting for you. And number 3, fulfill the whole search engine result pages in Google with your information, with your materials. Start working with online reputation today. Create your own search engine reputation management. Because this way, I guarantee you will increase your sales. My name is Nikita Prokhorov. I am proud to be here with you today. High five, see you next time.